Hey there guys, what's up? Dark Paladin X77 here once again, and we have to review Night of Champions. And it seems like I'm gonna hit F5 here. I don't think the times have... see, that makes me not want to do it this early. Oh well, I guess that's just gonna make the video shorter, I guess. But the match times are actually not listed here, so it kind of sucks that they're not. I usually like to say the match times and explain, and talk about how long they were and compare them to my predictions, which means I'm probably honestly just gonna do these on Mondays, guys, meaning that I'll record it on Monday and I'll also be uploading it on Monday. Problem with doing that is I sometimes forget the matches. Like I'm doing this at 1:05 a.m., right after Night of Champions pretty much. So it ended about 2 hours ago. So, I just like having the match times listed there so I can compare them to my predictions, and be surprised at how long a certain match went on for, instead of, how long it went on for my prediction that I, predicted. Anyways. So this video, I'm going to try and not make it so long here. I'm going to probably try and fly by these a little bit, sort of. Just simply for the fact that, I'm missing the times, and also, it's 1:06 a.m., so. Alrighty. So, I don't know why. Whatever. Fuck it. Alright, so, first match was Goldust and Stardust versus the Usos. I think I predicted that the tag team match would probably be first. I think I guessed like that, the Divas or the Miz and Ziggler. I think that's what I said. So, yeah. Goldust and Stardust, I believe, I predicted would win the match, and they did. So, it's pretty interesting. Still, in my opinion, I think their heel turn was really random. I don't quite get why they felt like they needed to turn Goldust and Stardust heel to beat the Usos. They could have just did a face versus face match. Would it have not been as interesting? Possibly, but as record shows, the faces have fought each other before, and they put on great matches before, so I don't necessarily see why they had to turn them heel all of a sudden. I personally don't really care for that. But, yeah, they won, and honestly, I gotta say this, guys, this pay-per-view wasn't that bad. The only bad thing about it was probably 2 or 3 points, and they're not even the matches them. Okay, there's one match that was definitely bad in this pay-per-view, but it's more so key points that happened that kind of was just like, what? But anyways, but yeah, so yeah, Goldust and Stardust won the first match. I got my prediction right, and as a review for the match, I'm gonna give it a solid 3 out of 5. It was a solid match. Wasn't anything too impressing, though. No one chanted "This is awesome," and thank God no one did, because they've been doing that a lot recently for all matches, pretty much. I don't know why the WWE fans think that everything is fucking awesome these days. You guys need to rewatch the Attitude Era days again. But anyways. Next up was Sheamus defeated Cesaro, so he defended his title, and he keeps it. So, it was just a straight-up singles match. I think all of these are singles matches besides one of them. So, no disqualification and blah, blah, blah. Weapons weren't used pretty much throughout this entire pay-per-view. One time one was, but we'll get into that a little bit later, I guess. But, yeah, Sheamus won the match. I'm happy with that. I think I predicted that as well. I actually kind of wanted Sheamus to win just so he could keep the title a little bit longer, which isn't the case for the next match leading up. Oh, Sheamus vs. Cesaro, by the way, is actually a really good match. I don't want to forget to do the damn reviews here. So my review for this match, the score for this match anyways, I guess I should be saying not review, because I'm reviewing the entire pay-per-view. My score for this match is actually probably going to be a 3.5 out of 5. It was a pretty good match. I'm not going to lie. Sheamus, like I said, puts on great matches when you put him against great people. Surprising as shit. This match probably actually went on for like 15 minutes, actually. I think I predicted like 10 maybe, but it went on for like 15-ish, I think. So, yeah, pretty damn good match. The Miz defeated Dolph Ziggler. Oh my god. Okay, so just to give you an idea here, this match wasn't bad. I know I just said, oh my god, but My prediction was that Ziggler was going to keep it and win the title. Well, not win the title, but he was going to keep the title and defend it properly, and with blah blah blah. So yeah, Miz won his title back. Damien Sandow, by the way, was I'm sorry, Damien Mizdow was at side with the Miz, ringside, and R Ziggler. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so R-Truth and Damien Sandow were on their fucking corner. We're in their corners. Okay, Miz had Damien and Ziggler had R-Truth. For the love of God, WWE, these names hurt my brain. Anyways, so the reason I'm kind of pissed is because I just wanted Dolph to finally hold a title for a long time. Like, has Dolph, like, can anybody answer this question? How long has Dolph, like, ever held a title? Like, the longest he's held a title, I mean. Like, I don't think he's held any title for a very long period of time. Like, I don't... Just WWE just not like Ziggler? I don't... Great talent! Push him, damn it! Anyways, so next up was supposed to be a match, but it didn't happen, and I made an annotation in my prediction video just recently, I think earlier today, actually, that Roman Reigns is not competing in his match with Seth Rollins, and I hate it when this happens. This has happened like twice now, I think. Seth Rollins defeated, I'm putting quotes here, defeated Roman Reigns by, quotes again, forfeit. So, yeah, anyways. So Seth Rollins won, quote unquote, the match. Which then, in case, Dean Ambrose actually surprised everyone a little bit, came out and just beat the living shit out of him. It was amazing. What pissed me off about this is one of the pissed off points. The chair was about to get used in this, and this isn't the thing that pissed me off, by the way. I guess I shouldn't have really started with this, but I remembered earlier I was going to talk about the weapon thing. Dean Ambrose was going to use a chair, but he didn't. That's essentially what I'm getting at. But the thing that pissed me off was that Seth Rollins issued a match to anybody in the locker room. Dean hilariously and awesomely came out in a taxi and ran to the ring. It pisses me off that, like, they didn't actually have a match. The bell was never rung. Dean just kind of hopped on him. Referee never rang the bell, and Dean just wailed on his ass for, like, another, 5 minutes to fill in the fucking... Because Seth Rollins cut, like, a little mini promo. But yeah, like, he just wailed on Seth Rollins for, like, another 5 minutes, and then the cops came and took Dean out. And, like, not out, but, like, they took him out of their arena. So that was a little silly. But anyways, next match, which is the weakest fucking match of the night. Holy fucking shit, this is... Oh my god, wow. Rusev with Lana was, Wait, what? Hey, Wikipedia, you have this wrong. Thank God that I watched the pay-per-view, actually. Okay, so... Alright, no, okay, I'm reading this wrong. I thought it said... Okay, whatever. I thought it said was defeated. My bad. Okay, Wikipedia's not wrong. But, so, Rusev, defeated Mark Henry by submission in a singles match. Again, I don't know why I'm saying this. All the matches were singles matches. No weapons were really used. This match was horrible. It was terrible. Like, they built it up a lot, and they even had, like, Mark Henry had, like, this hype moment with Big Show in the backstage, locker room, giving Mark Henry, like, this USA colored attire, and, like, I actually thought that this match was going to be decent, at least, in my prediction video. I kind of already guessed that it wasn't going to be that good, but, oh my god, wow, this match is just... Anything that Henry did was very sloppy and bad. Let's just get at that. And it was just mainly one-sided. Rusev beat the ever-living hell out of Mark Henry. Badly. Like, not John Cena getting wrecked by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam badly, but still, what the fuck? Anyways, so this match is gonna get like a fucking 1.5 out of 5. It just really wasn't that great. Next match, which is a lot better, and thank God they led up with this one. Randy Orton defeated Chris Jericho. Again, I wish I had the match times. I really wish I did to compare them a bit. But, which is why, again, I'm going to do these on Mondays. I'll be a day late. Everybody else will have their reviews up by Sunday fucking night, but I really don't care. I like saying the match times just so people have an idea that maybe didn't watch the pay-per-view or maybe want to know how long the matches went on. At least they get to know the times from me. So, but yeah, like I said, Randy Orton defeated Chris Jericho. And is it just me, or ever since Chris Jericho came back to the WWE, he's just been cannon fodder for people at pay-per-views? Like on Raw and SmackDown, he'll win matches, but like for pay-per-views, no. Chris Jericho's won like 2 of them since he's come back. So yeah. Anyways, I know he's trying to put guys over and stuff, but Randy's like in his 30s and he's been here for like 12 years. So the fuck, Jericho. I don't know if that was just WWE's decision because they were just like screw it, but regardless, the match was great. My only gripe, and here's another one of my small gripes that I said I would have with this match, is that it just meh. It just I don't know. I can't really describe it. Like, is it just me, or like is WWE like overusing Randy Orton's like RKO off the top rope sort of thing that they're doing? Because like he's been doing that a lot lately, and it's kind of killing it. Like ever since like a while ago when Randy was still known as the Legend Killer and stuff, I know he would do like RKO's off somebody if they jumped at him off the turnbuckle, but like this is getting ridiculous. It's like every match ends this way now with Randy doing an RKO when they jump at him off the top turnbuckle, and it's just like, stop doing that. It's getting less and less cool now. Like, the best ones, in my opinion, are the ones with like Evan Bourne or anybody that is doing a flip towards him and then he catches them in mid-flip. Like, that's awesome. But now just the top turnbuckle thing, RKO, is getting kind of boring to see. Regardless of how much the other person sells it or how good Randy lands it, it just doesn't, it's getting annoying. Stop doing that. Anyways, this match is a solid 3 out of 5. Again, so far all of these matches have been that score besides Rusev and Henry. Like I said, Goldust and Stardust, 3 out of 5. Sheamus and Cesaro, 3.5 out of 5. The Miz and Ziggler, did I review that one? 3 out of 5, anyways. We're moving on. If I didn't, now I did. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, well, I guess I really should say Dean Ambrose, the little segment they had there. I'll give that like a 3 out of 5 as well. It wasn't too bad of a segment. Maybe a 2.5 out of 5. Rusev and Henry again as a recap, 1.5 out of 5. And Randy Orton and Chris Jericho again, 3 out of 5. Now we are down to the last 2, which was actually the Divas match. The Triple Threat Divas match, mind you. That is the only one that's not a fucking singles match. And AJ actually defeated Paige and Nikki Bella, and she defeated Paige by submission, actually, which bothers me because she's done the Black Widow on Paige before, and Paige has reversed it before, so I don't get why Paige couldn't just reverse it like she did. But then AJ got it back in, and then you're telling me that Paige honestly couldn't have just reversed it again the same way she did fucking before. Like, I understand the move is probably fucking painful, but are you serious? Anyways, Nikki Bella, as I thought, she wasn't terrible in this. She was actually kind of decent, but just the smack talking during the match was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of tired of hearing Nikki and Bree's voices. They sound like kind of like men that haven't hit puberty. Let's just go with that. Okay, you ladies are kind of hot, but I honestly think AJ and Paige are better looking. But anyways, you ladies are hot, but I'm just saying, you sound like men that haven't hit puberty. Anyways, I think this is just going to be a trend. Like, it's going to be the next Trish Stratus and Lita or something like that. It's just where it's going to go back and forth with AJ Lee and Paige, which I'm completely fine with because most of their matches, besides maybe one of them, have been great. Everything. Paige, oh my god, I got to say this. Paige's promo for this pay-per-view was amazing. If you guys have the network, or you've already seen it, you've already seen it then. But if you guys have the network and you missed this pay-per-view and you missed this match or whatever, or just all the matches, then, you're going to have to watch all of them anyways if you're that interested. But, if you haven't yet, like, look up Paige's somehow, like, Night of Champions 2014. Like, look up her fucking promo for this. This was amazing. Like, I love her promo for this. But, it was really great. This match overall, like I said, it wasn't a bad Divas match, so I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5. So, most of these matches, anything that's higher than a 3, is generally good, and anything that's a 2.5 is really shaky, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Anything under a 2.5, though, is pretty much bad. Uh, like, I guess 2.5 is like nothing special. It wasn't anything special. It didn't really, it wasn't solid, and it wasn't overperforming. Now finally the last match of the night, which wasn't actually a one, like, sided beatdown, was John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar obviously had Paul Heyman, and John Cena won, quote unquote, by disqualification, because Seth Rollins, thank you, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins interrupted the match when it seemed like John Cena was going to win. Honestly, I don't. This is where okay, yeah. Here's another gripe. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of spoil it here at the end of the match, not too much, but for the love of God, okay. So John Cena had Brock in an STF, right? And in SummerSlam, Brock rolled on his back to get out of the STF. Brock just kept going for the ropes this time. It's like, why? Roll on your back. It's not that hard to fucking get out of an STF, to be completely honest with you. Like, just swivel like a fucking turtle that has flipped on his back and can't get over. Like, just swivel, twirl, move. Like, don't just keep going for the fucking rope if John's gonna keep pulling you back like he did like John kept pulling him back so that every time he got close to the rope, you know, he just kept getting dragged back to the middle of the mat. So, like, I was just like, why aren't you just rolling over like you did at SummerSlam? Like, is it that fucking difficult for you to suddenly roll on your fucking back? Like, you are bigger than this. You are bigger than John Cena. You weigh more than John Cena. And you're pretty agile at that for a big guy. Just roll on your fucking back. Sorry that I had to do that little rant there, but like it was driving me insane because I've seen him get out of it at SummerSlam before, so the logic here is not making sense. Anyways, so this was actually a pretty good match, not gonna lie. It was actually pretty back and forth. It wasn't just, like, for the first half, it sort of was seeming like it was going to be a one-sided beatdown again. John Cena had a lot more offense, though, even still, than he did at SummerSlam at the first half of the match. And then it was just the rest of the match back and forth. It wasn't just really one-sided. John Cena decided to bring his A game and go Super Cena here multiple fucking times. But anyways, John Cena hit Brock Lesnar with like 4 FUs in this. Oh, I'm sorry, not FU. We're not back in 2002 and 2003. My bad. Actually, I think it was called that until like 2006. Somebody's gonna probably tell me in the comment section below if someone wants to. But yeah, like, he hit him with an attitude adjustment like 4 times in this match, and I think like 2 STFs. And through all that, Brock just wouldn't really give up or, you know, take a 3 count. So, goes to show you what John Cena needs to do if he wants to step up his game. And you already know tomorrow on Raw they're going to announce the match at Hell in a Cell. Now, keep in mind, somebody's probably going to point this out, but from my track record, I don't think Brock's lost in Hell in a Cell. And if he has, it was probably 1, and I don't think he's lost a steel cage match. And again, if he's lost one, it's 1. Like, I don't recall him losing too many of these. But, like, yeah, like, just, it's Brock in a Hell in a Cell. In a cell, in general. You're not going to win, I'm sorry. You're just not. He's going to decimate you inside the cell. He's going to use the cell as a weapon. John Cena actually elbowed Lesnar at one point in this match. Like, he did this, I'm actually gonna give props to Cena on this. He did like a punch to the face, sort of, well, it was more like an elbow. It was like an elbow to the face. Then he spun and like used his other elbow to hit Brock in the nose. And it was kind of cool to see. It was like, oh, John Cena suddenly is playing a fighting, like he's suddenly a fighter in a fighting game now, doing a combo here. But, yeah, that was just kind of interesting to see. They actually, replayed that, so it's kind of hard to miss if you watched this match, or if you haven't seen this match, they're gonna replay it like at a scene later. But yeah, this match, like I said, is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Wasn't that bad. It was a lot better than the SummerSlam match by a long shot. But yeah, Seth Rollins interrupted the match, which caused John Cena to technically win, but technically more so lose the title anyways. So he didn't get the title from Brock. Brock still has the title. I already know they're going to fight at Hell in a Cell. Brock is probably going to win that as well. And my prediction for the future is that they may have said several months, but I heard that Roman Reigns is going to be out for 7 months, quote unquote. I highly doubt it though. But my prediction for the future is that Roman Reigns is just going to come back at the Rumble, win the Rumble, and fight Brock at WrestleMania. This is a long shot sort of thing, sort of prediction, I guess I should say, but that's just what I think is going to happen. For the entire pay-per-view, for the entire Night of Champions pay-per-view, nothing here really truly stood out, but like I said, there are some highlighted matches, so I'm going to give it about a, 7 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's about, it's either a 6.5 or a 7, but there's nothing really truly bad in this match other than that one match, so I'm going to be a little generous and give it a 7, not a 6.5 out of 10 for the total pay-per-view. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching this pay-per-view other than, Rusev and Mark Henry. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, agreed with my review. I hope you agreed with my prediction video if you saw that. And if you like these reviews and prediction videos for my for WWE pay-per-views, then be sure to subscribe and like the video and junk. If you have anything to say, put it down in the comments below. And this was Dark Paladin X77. See you guys later.